is okay. It is okay. YouTube, Glow Gang, MFFLs. What's good, everybody? What is good, everybody? What is good? I'd like to welcome y'all to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. Listen, guys, it's gonna be okay. It was a fun ride, and of course, you guys already know who your boys be. It is your boy Real, and joining me is my co-host, the man who stays even keel through any situation. It is my boy King. What up, man?
Nothing much, brother. It's not too bad of a day. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about, so let's get into it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely gonna get into it. But before we do, man, let's go ahead and let the people know, King, how we do this, man. We give you guys our overall reactions of the game. We give you our positives, we give you our negatives, no matter the wins or the losses. I'm sorry, we got the game ball, no matter the wins or the losses. But the most important part of the show goes to you, ladies and gentlemen. We take your questions and your comments. All right. So listen, guys, if you are addressing a question or a comment to us, please hit us with the at WTM so that way we will know if you're addressing us because we know you guys have conversations throughout the show with your fellow Glow Gang members. So if you're addressing us in the comment section, guys, please hit us with the WTM. All right, King, with all that being said, man, you ready to get into it, man?
I am.
All right, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead, let the people, man, know what the score was, King.
It was 120 to 110 for the series win for the bad guys. 4-1 gentleman sweep.
Yeah, it was a gentleman's sweep, man. It was a gentleman's sweep. Go ahead, let the people know, man, who the top performers were.
Yeah, Luca with 28, 9, 6, and 1, and Clay Thompson with 32, I believe. 2, 3, and 1.
2, 3, and 1. Almost sound like a countdown. Man, let me go ahead and get into these team stats right here, man. So Dallas shot 45% from the field, 40% from three, 19 to 25 from the free throw line. Golden State shot 51%, 38% from three, 100% King from the free throw line, man. So that's pretty telling tonight. it's I'm trying to think of some words I can say for this one, bro. Like, I'm not mad.
You're disappointed.
I'm not even really disappointed. It's like I am a little down though. You know what I mean? I'm a little. It's a little disheartening, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Not to the point like I'm just like mad or anything. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to put into words, but nah, I'm not mad or anything, bro. Great season for the team, man. Great season. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Go ahead and let the people know, man, your overall reaction of this game, man.
Guys ran out of gas. I felt like it. Um, it just was one of those games. And plus the referees were letting stuff go at the rim. It felt like for the Mavs, and guys couldn't get shots at the rim a lot, and everything else just went downhill. The defense was nowhere to be seen for the first half of the game. Second half, they came back and played a little something. Fourth quarter, not as well as I wish they would have. And a couple individuals, did their thing. Other ones, even including Luca, he wasn't the greatest. He had a little third quarter spurt, try to get us back in the game, which was cool. But all around, man, we were just out of gas. I felt like Golden State just had it. They knew they wanted to end it tonight, and the Mavericks just couldn't do anything about it. It was experience and other things. But now, another big important offseason for the Mavs. Nico's real first offseason. We get to see what he can do. We see what this team needs. We need a lot of ball handling, more ball handling. There were too many situations and times, even in this game, where the clock was just going down, and you didn't really have a wide open shot, but you had enough space where you could create if you could dribble some. And guys were it was like hot potato back and forth because guys didn't know who wanted to be the guy that shot a shot that wasn't wide open, and it led to them getting their defense back and us not getting a shot at all really. So I don't know. I think I messaged you, in the middle of the game and asked you guys, maybe we do have to give up, a Reggie or a Dorian to get more, just athletic and more capable at the positions, just at the start in the starting lineup. If having both of those guys in the starting lineup means that you're going to have two guys that can't dribble the ball. Um, and then also, if you want to get a traditional center or anybody that's like a traditional center, that's going to be even three guys again, which is really going to have the same, starting lineup with just JB and Luca, whoever else in Luca, just being your two ball handlers. So I thought about that a lot today, thinking if maybe we do want to try to, trade a guy or I don't know. But I think we need more. We definitely need more ball handling in our lineups and especially in our starting lineup. And yeah, man, just proud of the guys. Wish it didn't go down like this, but the better team won. And time for next year.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the one thing I took out of it, well, there's one thing. We talked about this pretty much the whole entire series. This little nugget right here.
Yeah.
Uh, Dallas shot clearly the most wide open threes in the whole entire conference finals between both conferences, man. And that was before tonight. Excuse me. Yeah, it's. I'm not. I'm proud of this team, man. Um, the fight that, like you just said, them coming back in the third quarter, getting within arm's reach. It's just like I think they ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. You could tell, like with Luca, he kind of ran out of gas. I think he lost his legs. If you ever played basketball, the first thing to go is
Your legs.
your legs. So if you can't drive the way you normally do, so you start selling for jump shots. And that's what it looked like he started doing. You can kind of tell what he was starting to do when he had Bill Lisa on him. He didn't even try to take him off the dribble. He just tried to do like a little step back or whatever. Just like he was tired because he did so much damage in the third quarter. They're trying to get us back in the game. Um, like you said, man, there's a lot of things we got to work on this off season, man. I'm gonna get into it here in the positives and the negatives. Um, like I said, I'm proud of this team. We got to a point that nobody really thought we would get to. Um, definitely learning. They took their lumps today. They always say, you gotta, take your lumps before you can finally take that step, man. And like you said, big ups to the Warriors. They did their thing. They showed how a team is supposed to run because Steph really didn't just go all out like that tonight. It was a lot of other people, and it's nice to have that type of luxury, man, where it's like you're not always dependent on you. You got other guys who can go in there and step up and do their thing, like you said, multiple ball handlers. Um, when you talking about Reggie and Dodo, those two guys not being ball handlers, you're
You
right.
froze up there.
Huh? Oh, what's that? You said something, King?
You had froze up for a second.
Oh, now you froze up. Now, yeah, he frozen. But no,
Yeah, you had froze for a second, bro. You good now.
no, but say you did too. You just did. Well, now you kind of glitching, but yeah. No, what's I gonna say? But no, and what you said with the Reginald thing, talking about the ball handlers not being able to, no, taking away ball handlers at the lineup because you got those two guys in. That's the reason why Dallas wanted to have two ball handlers at all times, so that way it could be another guy out there other than Luca creating or whatever. So, but yeah, my takeaway pretty much is, man, they fought. They didn't give up. They could have after, like you said, after the first half, they could have gave up. They didn't. They fought back, and I think the lowest they cut it down to was like 8, I believe. Um, and they were right there, just kind of ran out of gas there at the end. Um, you got any positives, man? You wanted to get into? Like it froze on you. Okay, like we have a technical difficulty. I don't know if it's me or if it's King. Well, let me try some. Okay, we having some technical difficulty. I don't know what's going on. Uh, King, you there? Crap. Okay, y'all. Sorry, I have technical difficulty. King will be back. Um, just a few positives from this game. The way Dallas has showed resiliency, they did definitely fight back in this game. Um, the way I like the way Spencer Dinwiddie took over a little bit, kind of help carry the offensive load. He was very aggressive today. I know a lot of people have been complaining about Spencer Dinwiddie, but like in this little stretch that he has been pretty solid. In game two, that was probably the one game out of this series, probably since the last two games of the Phoenix series. And in this series, where Spencer Dinwiddie kind of just, did his thing, showed up when we needed him. It seems like too in these elimination games when Spencer Dinwiddie decides to show up too and kind of step up and do his thing. Um, Other positives in this game for me, um, it's kind of hard to pick anybody else in this one. I will say Dodo's defense here in the third quarter when they kind of had that comeback. Him and Reggie Bullock's defense in the third quarter helped Dallas get back into the game. Of course, Luka's offense in the third quarter helped get us back in the game. I believe they cut it down to like 8 towards the end, closer towards the end of the third quarter before Jordan Poole hit that, got his little 2 points, and came in with a double-digit lead going into the fourth quarter. Those we see, man, that once again, Dodo played 39 minutes, Reggie played 37 minutes. Probably would have been longer than that if Jason Kidd didn't take them out with I think it was like a little under 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They probably would have had 40 minutes again each. But I mean, it's all good, man. Like I said, only other positives. I got a few more negatives than I do positives. I know I said I wasn't too upset, but there was definitely some negatives in this game today, man. As y'all know, defense was definitely the issue. We're gonna definitely. I'm trying to buy some time until King gets back on. I think he's having technical difficulty. Um, but let's just talk about the future of this team. We see what this team is. We see the philosophy. We talk about this team having an infrastructure, if you will, right? And we talk about them this past offseason building the infrastructure so that way you can build around that infrastructure moving forward. So that way you can be Golden State. You know, you can't be one of these teams that's constantly in the mix every year. You have the front office, you have the coach, you got the superstar. Now it's up to Dallas to start building around that infrastructure that they have. You had the three keys to building a winning franchise, and hopefully this offseason, man, I I have faith. I know King has faith in Nico. I think that Jason Kidd is going to probably have a voice in this too, as far as who they go after this offseason. If there's going to be like a collaborative type of thing with our front office and the coaching staff. I really feel like what Nico's been saying as far as having a seat at the table, I think that we'll definitely have a seat at the table. Just seeing what Dallas did, and I know a lot of people were talking about players like Miles Turner, who I know he's been at the games this series. I know he sees what this team needs, and kind of what probably feels like he can be that kind of player that can add that to that team. And it's not a secret that Miles Turner wants to leave Indiana. It's definitely not a secret to that. They talked about that before. There are definitely rumors about that before. And it's not a coincidence too that he's over there with our former coach. That one guy. I'm not gonna mention his name because it's a cuss word on this show now. But yeah, we clearly see that in this series, a lot of the deficiencies that we've been talking about all year long just got manifested in this series. The fact that we definitely need some athleticism. We need people who can actually handle the ball on their own. There were some times that a few times in this game where Golden State was pressed up against time with the shot clock, and they didn't rely on Steph to bail them out. It could be, anybody. It could be Clay. It can be Poole. It can be I can't. I'm sorry. I'm blanking on his name right now. It's the rookie that they have at the wing rookie they have because he shot a shot at the shot clock too. And that just shows the balance of their team, it not being dependent. Because, like I said, if you look at tonight's game, how much did Steph have? Matter of fact, let's see. See, Steph only had 15 points, and Golden State won. Like Steph wasn't even. Let's see. Whoa, so one, two, three, four people ahead of Steph in the scoring order today. So that just goes to show you the way that Golden State is built, that they're not heavily dependent on Steph. And I think I brought that up in the last video. The fact that Steph would, whatever points that Steph gives you is just icing on the cake, because the team is just so deep and they can hit you in a multitude of ways. And they're number one in the league is in assist as a team for a reason, because they move the ball efficiently and they're constantly moving. Everybody is constantly moving on offense. Everybody on this team can go and create their own shot other than Kevon Looney. And we're the complete opposite of that. So, like I said, big ups to Golden State, man. You can't be mad at them. Like they won, man. They definitely won. Did not see this coming. Um, the fact that Dallas did what they did to get to this point, man, you definitely got to give them big ups, man. I'm proud of the team. Either way it go, I'm definitely proud of them. But I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let's see what happened. I don't know what happened to King here. I know he had some. Okay, I just hit him with a message. But yeah, I guess I can go ahead and get into some of these negatives here, y'all. I got some. I definitely got some negatives. I know there's a lot of people on Twitter talking about a lot of the negatives and stuff like that this team has. Listen, as much as I love him, y'all know how much we love Luke on this show, and y'all know that if you got, I don't care who it is, it could be Michael Jordan. If you're doing something that wrong, you got to call it out. And here we go. We got King back. King, you
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I'm back. My internet and all acting real bootleg right now. I don't know what happened, so I had to change my phone. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, hey, I was just talking about the broad scheme of the Mavericks, man. You want to go ahead and get into some positives?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, well, my positive, I was mainly saying I was Spencer Dinwiddie before I was really interrupted. I felt like he showed a lot of heart and aggression this game. He was really the number, I guess, one guy, if you want to really put it right. I felt like Dodo was good offensively tonight. I felt like his defense was a little shaky in the second half. He was kind of all over the place. Um, but I'm just gonna give be positive and give a positive. I know not for the game and go the cheap route and say, just give it to the whole team, man, because again, just an awesome season. I know it's a tough one. I don't want to be too down on them today. Um, it's just up from here, and my positive is that I hope within the next 2 years, basically, they're on the clock. Within the next 2 years, the Dallas Mavericks should be NBA champions. From what we've seen right now, um, it's a big move they have to make this year. I think I talked to you before about them may having to do too much this offseason, so maybe they can't get it all the way done. But they need to go in the right way, the right direction, and basically get there to where it's a piece away. We know it's one piece or one guy we can see coming up in the 2023 free agency, because there's a few names. There's a lot of names actually in 2023 that's available. So that might be the time when we actually get our official second star at that moment. But
Man, I don't
yeah,
think a
man.
lot of Mavs fans want to hear that, King.
Hey, I mean,
Man,
it's the
wait a whole
truth
other
though.
year? What?
Yeah, you got. I mean, next year it is what it is. You got a couple guys available. Really, with this, you just got to fill in roles with this year, you guys. I mean, you got Zach LaVine, which is a possibility, but you can't say he's going to come for sure. Chicago may even sign him back, but hopefully we're going to look at the table. So allegedly, we are. But like I said, a bunch of the big time free agents, the big names, the guys you want to be number two and all, are really in 2023. So, I mean, he can get something done. We can get trades done. It takes one disgruntled superstar to change, you know, a franchise. So who
You see
knows?
that every year.
Exactly. So who knows? I do know that now the Mavericks are putting themselves in position where another star does know that they're like right there on the cusp. So now it's not like, oh, why am I going over there? Those guys are nowhere near ready. We're right there. So I think it's all positive. I think it's going to be a good offseason. I think it's going to be a good year next year, and I'm proud of this year.
Yeah, I kind of touched on a few of my positives, but I can do it again. Like you said, Dodo's for in the second half. I think Dodo did play pretty good defense in the third quarter, though. I think when a lot of people stepped their defense up was in the
Yeah,
third quarter. They played hard. Maxi's defense in the third quarter was excellent too. I forgot to touch on that.
yeah, it
Uh,
was.
yeah, Frank came through with a couple big threes that we needed. Um, like I said, Reggie also played pretty good defense there in the third quarter. Um, like I said, positives, man. It was definitely it was some positives, but I feel like I got more negatives than positives on this one, man. Um, Luca stepping up there in the third quarter too after having a shaky first half.
Mm-hmm.
He got kind of like I said, got us back in arm's length. We cut it down to like I believe it was 8. I believe was the closest we got in that
Yep.
little run because that was when it was a 15-2 run before the end of the third quarter. Um, but other than that, bro, that's pretty much all I got positive wise, man. Uh, I think Kid had his team ready next year for sure, man. With some pieces that we need to add over the offseason. Hopefully, man, by the time we get to the beginning of the season next year, man, the mentality and the mind frame of this team, some of the personnel will be different. The way they look at this season will be different, knowing that okay, we got there. Let's show people it wasn't a fluke, and let's go ahead and try to get back there again. But this time, get over that hump, man, and finally get to a championship. Because I'm with you. If they can make some of the moves that we think that they can make, I think Dallas can get them a ring here in the next couple of years, man.
I agree.
All right, man. Of course, y'all know with every positive, there's a negative. King, what you got negative wise, man?
Um, Luca's defense really at the first half was just drive by, like guys were just going by like it was nothing. Um, he gets. I feel like he gets too caught up in the refs, and we talked about that. Everybody talks about that, but it's like yeah, they were beating him, and he wasn't getting any foul calls, but that doesn't mean stop playing defense. And he does that a bunch.
Yeah.
JB really just had a bad game. This was the wrong time to have a bad game. Jalen Brunson really just had a bad game. This wasn't a good game for him. He really couldn't get involved. I think he made his 3 jumpers maybe in the first quarter, the second quarter, or whatever, and it was basically done from there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I didn't feel like other guys weren't making shots. I felt like the main guys weren't making their shots. Other than Spencer Dinwiddie, really. Like it wasn't a bunch of opportunities. Maybe guys just didn't get a bunch of opportunities or so. But I don't feel like a bunch of guys were like missing a bunch of shots today. I don't know. I don't have the stat sheet in front of me right now. But I felt like Dodo shot welded. I feel like Reggie shot had 50%. Who else? You said Frank made 2 threes. Yeah, man. I mean, it was too little, too late. That was the main thing I felt from the game. It was just guys they started off shaky, mainly on defense. I felt like that was the main part of it.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, like you said, third quarter, they tried to turn it on. They knew that was a major quarter, and they had to do something to make it respectable. And then in the fourth quarter, like you said, it was just guys were out of gas, and was no more they could do. No mas, as they say. So
no mas.
It was just that's how I felt, man. It was just negatives as far as just letting the hole, digging yourself so far in the hole. And this is too good of a team to dig yourself in the hole against. Good fight, but it just was too much. So that's my main negatives, brother.
All right, man. Let me break this down. When you talk about the defense, it definitely showed in this game because Dallas shot 51%. I'm sorry, Golden State shot 51. Yeah, Golden State shot 51%. So there, I'll tell you something there. We got out rebounded terribly today, man. 51-34, almost by 20. So that was a huge negative. Listen, the offensive rebounds, man, 14-16.
Yeah.
I think Clooney. Matter of fact, let's see what did Looney have, bro, offensive wise, because he had 7 offensive rebounds, King.
Yeah.
7 offensive rebounds out of 11. 11 defensive rebounds. He had, matter of fact, his total rebounds, he had 18.
Yep.
I don't know. 36 assists, too. Once again, he had a nice number of assists for Golden State, man. Like I said, they constantly moving that ball, man. The players are constantly in motion. The one thing I was thinking about, too, in this game, I think Dallas might need to find a way, and it's also going to depend on Luka. I think they need to find a way to change their offensive philosophy up.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Like, don't make it, because it's not just Luka. It's like even Jalen Brunson and Dinwiddie to a certain extent, too. You know what I mean? And so I feel like they need to take a page out of this book. There's nothing wrong with you copying another team, bro, especially if it's a team that's successful.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they need to take a page out of Golden State's book. See, like I just said, but when you were gone, I said this. I said, look, Stephen Curry was like the 4th lead scorer on the team today.
Yep.
When have you ever said that about Luka? And so for him to be the 4th lead scorer on their team, bro, and they still won the game
by double digits.
Yeah, and I think I said this on the last video. I said it's to the point that they're not so dependent on him, to the point that whatever Steph sprinkles in is just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so today was the prime example of that, which is kind of crazy that he got the Western Conference MVP, but only had like 15 points, but still. But yeah, but I just it's crazy to me how their team is built, man, and the fact that they have so many ball handlers and stuff like that. Not necessarily, like I said, we said it before. Not saying they got to be Stephen Curry or Kyrie Irving with the handles, but the fact that they can go out there and get their own shot on their own. Like I told the people here, it was a few times where they were up against the clock. They weren't looking for Steph to bail them out. Whoever had the ball was able to put it down or pull up or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? And so it's nice to have more players like that on your team. And I really think Dallas needs to take a page out of that book. We talked about it before in the last couple of videos. Dallas needs more ball handlers on this team, man. It's nice to have 3-and-D people, man, but 3-and-D means that you only can do, one thing on each side. That's just, your defense, but on offense, you can just do one thing, that's catch and shoot. We need you to be able to put the ball on the floor and go out and get your own bucket too. But other negatives, like you said, man, Jalen Brunson picked the wrong time to have a bad game, man. He picked the wrong time. But should I get on Dwight Powell or just let that go?
I mean, that's just normal. I didn't even talk about him because I thought it was expected.
He played 7 minutes and got you 3 and 2. At least he got you 2.
Yeah, I mean 3 and 2 is fine for 7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean you could get you some zeros in there, but plus 7. No, my bad, plus 7. I gotta say it, King. I'm sorry. You know how much we love the guy. Luka's defense, man. You touched on it. Luka's defense in the first half, man, was atrocious, bro. It didn't look like he was just like he was giving up. Like you said, it felt like he let the referees take him out the game. Listen, I understand. Because I think we talked about it in the group chat today. The fact that we were doing exactly what we were supposed to do. We're supposed to go to the hole. Because when you go to the hole, either two things are going to happen. Either you're going to score or you're going to draw contact, go to the free throw line. That didn't happen for Dallas in the first half. We saw that to the point it hurt their efficiency in the first half when they were going to the hole. They shot 7 for 21 in the first half when they were driving to the basket. And I don't know how many times. I know you don't like talking about the referees, bro, but I'm sorry. I mean, it's the last game of the season. Let me have at it. It was so many times that Luka was getting hit. Jalen Brunson got hit a few times. Spencer Dinwiddie got hit a few times. No calls. Yeah. But you go to the other end, Steph was getting calls. Jordan Poole was getting calls. Draymond got calls. It's just like, what's happening? We did the exact same thing. And I think on one of the plays, I think you probably saw, I think Luka said it to one of the referees, like, I did the same thing on the other end. You didn't give me the call. And so stuff like that, I can understand it's human nature. It takes you out of the game because you feel like you're doing the right thing, but you're not getting the calls. And that's very frustrating. I understand. But like you said, at the same time, bruh, come on, man. And each time you do that, what they're doing is pushing the ball and they're scoring on the other end. That hurts your team. And we've said this a million times. This team goes as Luka goes. And if they see you out there pouting and you moseying up the court, guess what that does to the other people? But when you stepped up in the third quarter, look what that did to the other people. You know what I'm saying? And so hopefully that's something that Luka can kind of grow into, is understanding that, and just like, man, look, just don't worry about the referees, just go out there and play. And I'm hoping that's what he can do this offseason, man.
I agree.
Other than that, that's pretty much on the negatives I had in this game, man. You got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Who you giving the game ball to, King?
Mr. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Again?
Yeah.
Man, Spencer out here getting the game balls out here. Yeah, man. I'm gonna give it to Spencer too, man. Let's go ahead and read his numbers off. Spencer gave you 26, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Let's see. He shot 58% from the field, King. He shot 7 for 9 from the free throw line. And what is this? What is I missing? Oh, 5 for 7 on threes today. He was big tonight. So I'm real interested to see what people say about it if they want to keep Spencer Dinwiddie now. All right, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's y'all's time of the show. We're going to go ahead and get into your questions and your comments. So if you guys have, like we said, if you have any questions or any comments, guys, please address us with the @WTM. So that way we know you guys are addressing us. And we're about to get into it, King. Is you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I beat you to the top.
You got to read them off today for me, bro.
I got you. All right, here we go. Hey, hold on, King. You got something going on in the background?
You say what?
It's like making like a creaking sound.
Hold on. I'm here. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's still doing it, but it's okay. So here we go. Thomas says Clay was a beast this game. Got to give respect when it's due. Clay top 76, not 75, King, 76.
My mic was muted as well, by the way.
Yeah, it's still doing that little weird thing, but it's okay. We'll make it work. Live says, what up, my G's? We had a great season. I'm proud of our guys. Now let's talk. I've been trying to promote positivity in this space, not complaining a lot about our guys, but tonight I'm getting in my bag. Uh-oh. What you got, Lies? He said, first of all, I don't understand what happened with our guys playing like this was a recess at school. Where the F was our rebounding? Why was no one at least trying to get defensive rebounds? Hold on, you think you got another one. Oh, you take a long one. He said our guys were looking at the ball, passing right by them and not doing ish. He said, I've never been so frustrated as tonight, and don't get me started on the refereeing tonight. It was terrible. Okay, here we go. Reggie Miller should be banned from commentating over any Warriors games. That dude is a sucker. I don't care what nobody says. You are not supposed to be biased during your commentating. Jesus. Lies. This is a brand new side of you, man. I've never seen this before, man. Yes. Shots. All right, there we go. Man. I can't blame you, Lies. You probably are just like every other Mavs fan right now, man. It's like I said, proud of the guys to where they got to this point, but at the same time, man, there's a lot of things that kind of made you mad. Like you said, the rebounding for sure. That's something that something I know Dallas is going to address this offseason, man. So they got a lot of work to do this offseason. Heading in the right direction. Just a lot of things they need to work on. Beck says, howdy glow gang. Luka was horrible first half. Brunson proved me once again why he can't be our second option. 40-60 chance I will keep him. Anyway, we had good season. Great. We went to Western Conference Finals. You want to touch on that?
I mean, JB still averaged over 20 in the playoffs. So, I mean, the thing is that maybe he needs to be our third option. I mean, that's not even a bad idea. I'm fine with JB being the third option.
Yeah.
But my only worry is if he's a third option and we keep him going for like a Zach LaVine or something, I don't think that's a smart idea. If that makes sense, because he's not going to play on the bench anymore. He's not a bench player anymore. That's
right.
a wrap. And you bring Zach LaVine here. You got Luka, Zach, and JB basically filling up your guard position and your small forward position, and that's going to hurt your defense if you don't have a ridiculous guy in the background that can play defense. So I don't know, man. It's a hard decision, and it's something Nico's going to do. It's going to be big questions for Nico.
And Nico, we trust, bro.
And Nico, we trust. Other hand.
Beck says we passed Gobert. We passed Gobert and Aiton, but Looney looks like Hakeem Olajuwon against us. Yeah. You have to look like Sean Kemp back in '96 out there, man. I don't know what's going on. I think we said that all series. What's up, cuz? He said, great season. I believe we all seen this, but I believe we are champions this year by the accomplishment we achieved throughout this year. Yeah. Like I said, they're heading in the right direction. Like I said a minute ago, we always talked about in the last season is them building an infrastructure. They got the infrastructure. They got the front office. You got the coach. You got the superstar. Now it's time for you to build around that. It's like when you build a house, you put up the base and the foundation up. Now you got to put the bricks. You got to put the roof. You got to put the whatever else, whatever else you need for a house. You put it all together, then you'll finally have your house built. So in this case, if Dallas goes in, start building around Luka, man, and let's see what happens.
You talking about building a house? I mean, It seemed like my man Jordan Poole always traveling like.
Oh my God, bro!
And my thing with him, is he a superstar now? Is he a superstar or something? Because man, I mean, I've never, and I mean, there's some times I see Luka carry the ball and all that, and I'll call all it's okay. But I've never seen a guy like travel, and I mean, just moving his feet. It's like he gets an extra move to throw a little weird English off the glass because he travels. Like, you got to call, if I get an extra move or extra footstep, everyone I think would be a beast. But yeah, man, I don't know. I thought he was a superstar. Did it what they didn't call traveling.
No, I agree, bro. We talked about that so many times. Like, dude, you're walking, and you see the bench doing this every time he moves to the paint. It's like, bro, he's walking, bro. How do you not see that? Big says we lost this series in third quarter of game 2. Yeah. Could have been up 2-0. Man, not 2-0. I'm sorry, 2-2. This going into game 6 would have been down 3-2. We could have pushed it to 7 if that was the case. Big also says if the Heat lose tomorrow, maybe we can get out of bio next season. I don't think Miami's giving up on him, man. Look, this same thing happened last year to Tyler Hero, and they still kept Tyler Hero. So I don't see them giving up Bam. Bam is part of their defensive identity, man. You're not gonna find Bam just growing on trees out here. So it'd be nice to get Bam, but I not get Bam. And they're gonna want the farm for Bam, so I doubt that's gonna happen. Live says I thought our guys would have played with a better sense of urgency, like the lives were on the line. Instead, we had kids playing against pros. It might sound harsh, but that's what I was looking at.
Oof. Lies, I understand what you were saying, though. At the end of the game, they were just letting rebounds go away, but they were defeated. At the end of the game, they knew the season was over, and guys were just letting balls go to the next guy, and they were just, like, giving up. It was like that. It was sad, but it was like nothing else to do. You're not supposed to go out like that. You aren't supposed to do that. You're supposed to fight to the end, but I kind of understand. I knew what it was. But, yeah, too little too late in the third quarter, and then it was over. And I didn't have enough time to play back. Maybe if we had another quarter, we could have won. But we don't. So
Lies also says, I don't mind losing, but we have to play to our full potential. The fact that Poole is holding the trophy before our guy made me want to throw the remote at the TV. Yeah.
I mean, Poole's playing with with Steph, Draymond, and Clay, though, too.
Yeah, because you can't just say, like, oh, Poole was the guy, because he really wasn't. You know what I mean? So it was different circumstances where Poole had to be the guy. He wouldn't be at this point. So he's just part of a well-oiled machine. School says great season. Next stop, free agency and draft. Yeah, we'll definitely start getting into free agency, y'all, and rumors and all that stuff here pretty soon. So, and of course the draft. So we're definitely gonna get into all that. Just letting y'all know this the season. The videos would not stop, y'all. We're gonna be here. Matt said, I don't blame the loss on the officiating. We got beat by the better team, but what does Luka, a now 3-time All-NBA teamer, have to do to get the calls other superstars do because he isn't? Great question, Matt. Great question. I don't know. Like I said, when Jordan Poole is getting more calls than you, bro, I'm just like, yeah. Because in our case too, it wasn't just Luka. Like I said, Jalen Brunson hit the ground a few times. Dinwiddie got smacked a few times. It didn't call it. So it's just like it's our team in general just not getting the same type of calls. And I really feel like the lack of calls that we didn't get in the call that they were getting helped build their momentum for them getting their lead to be ballooned the way it was.
I agree. Excuse me. I agree.
Ben said it just wasn't our night. It has been an honor sharing the highs and lows with you this season. The future is bright for this team. Keep our heads up. Great achievement for them to make the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, Ben, you're right. I think we all realize that, man. It was overall good. And it was a good season once he got out the first round. So yeah, it's definitely a good season for him. Matt says, is his consistent chattering every game all year, every season, negatively affecting the calls at this point? I don't think so, because if that's the case, then Draymond, who yells and and belittles the referees, would be getting calls. If that's the case.
Hey, you know what I thought about? I think it's hard for the refs to officiate for Luka. I think he's one of those players. I think he's going to be one of those players just throughout his career where it's just the game is kind of too easy for him, or he manipulates the game so well that they're not going to give him everything he deserves. Like Shaq kind of was, where Shaq should have been at the free throw line if he didn't make a shot. So I'm feeling like they're going to do that with Luka, like try to make the game harder for him because it seems like it's going to be too easy for him, which isn't fair, but maybe it is what it is.
They gave James Harden. They used to give him every call.
Yeah.
Who led the league for like 7-8 years in free throw attempts every year.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Maybe Luka needs to start doing that little head thing, and then he start getting some calls.
But he's one of the top. He's always one of the top 5 in free throw attempts, though.
It's funny how he's not top 5 in the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
Interesting. Brolaw says, what up, Glow Gang? Great season. No complaints. Excited about offseason to see what changes are made to the roster. Yeah, I think we all are, man. Ben says, I don't know what it is, but I really don't like Poole. I can't put my finger on it. What annoys me about him, I actually like the rest of the Warriors players, too. Is it because of the fact that he travels and he don't call anything, Ben? Maybe that's what it is. I'm just guessing. Backpack says no basketball for the next 4 months. Yeah. But the video is going to still be here, Beck. Shameless plug.
Yeah, after these playoffs and getting this far, I'm probably not going to be watching the finals. I'm not going to
I'm not watching the finals.
Yeah, I'll just see highlights.
Yeah, I said that after we lost it. No, I'm not watching the finals. Ben also said we played poorly, but I am starting to think betting is causing game rig antics. Every game this playoffs is some form of blowout, and whistles aren't close to equal. We deserved to lose, but some of the refereeing in the first half knocked any possible win out of ourselves, which is what I just said. I really felt like the way they refereed in that first game just pretty much just killed our momentum. And it's kind of like how they did us in the second half of game 2. It killed our momentum. And so I was telling King, if you see on one of those replays or one of those they showed Luka after the talking to the referee or whatever, you saw him saying, I just did the same thing and you didn't call it for me. When Steph Curry got a call. And this is like that is stuff like that, man. It takes the momentum, like you said, it takes the cells out of the team, man. Like what you asked, we asked them to go to the hole and attack the basket. That's what they're doing, but they're not getting rewarded for it. And so that's the part that got me, man. And yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree. Beck says I just canceled my Sling TV subscription. No Mavs, no NBA. Yeah, man. I can't cancel mine. Beck also says, he's talking to Matt. Let's see. Well, here we go. Beck says we need to be much better team next year. Competition is going to be even harder. Yeah, A lot of teams gonna come back full strength next year, man, and that's not even including some of the moves that these teams are gonna make. So, like I said, we have to build on what we have. Nico and them got a lot of work to do this offseason, man, to add to whatever momentum season wise we had this year. So yeah, you're right, man. It's gonna definitely be a little harder. It's the West. That's how it is.
Nothing. You got to make it to the Western Conference Finals again next year.
Let's hope, man. Let's definitely hope.
You got to.
Let's see.
It's a failure for you if you don't.
Yeah. Well, I will see. We'll see. Kwame says, "What's up? Great season." He also said, "We'll be in the finals next year." That's what King said too. Beck also says we got out rebounded. Yep, 34-51, man. Out assisted 22-36. Yep. And that's what I said during the video, man. Those were two of my negatives right there. It was the assisting and the rebounding. That's 'cause, like I said, early in the first half, they were doing more penetrating and just weren't getting the calls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that would have affected the assist. They made 17 threes today, which isn't bad. You know, they shot 40%, which is pretty solid for a team. It's just like for whatever reason, man. Like I said, just got taken out of the game early in the game, man. But did find a way to fight back, man, which is why we're proud of this team tonight. Kwame says they didn't give up even down 24. Yeah, they cut it down like was it 8? Was it 8, King?
It was 8. They got it there, yes.
Gotta be close to 8. So yeah, you're right, man. Beck says Luka playing Eastern basketball bothers me a lot. He needs good offense. Yeah, offseason. Yeah, we talked about that a million times too, Beck. Me and King don't want him to go, play. We want him to really focus on getting himself prepared for next season here in Dallas. But I mean, he's grown. Can't tell him what to do. It's gonna be up to the front office and Mark Cuban, those guys to kind of sit down and talk to him, man, and let him know what they expect of him. Oh, excuse me, going into next season.
Yeah, I'm really interested to hear the exit interviews tomorrow.
I got an alert here, King. I think Jason Kidd said something that got people eyebrows a little raised. So
yeah, he did something. I got it on my report on my phone, but I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I need to see that after we done with this. Deshaun says, how about a sign and trade with the Nets? Brunson and Powell for Kyrie and Claxton. No mandates in Texas. Nah, I'm good on that, bro. I wouldn't mind Claxton, but nah, I'm good on Kyrie. I know King said, hell yeah, sign to a 10-year extension.
I ain't saying anything. I'm going to let you add
it. Mal says, KD to the Mavs. I don't see it happening, man. But it'd be nice. It would be nice, but I don't see it happening.
I heard it's a possibility, Ro, if they trade Kyrie.
Trade Kyrie, yeah, I heard about it too. I wouldn't mind having Kyrie. I mean, what's the boy name? I wouldn't mind having KD. I would definitely love to have KD. That would definitely help Luka for sure. Charlie says, Kid going extra small to start the fourth quarter was so bad in my opinion. Let them get 4 straight quick, easy buckets because of mismatches when we had momentum, bringing it to 8 points. The thing about that though, Charlie, is even when we didn't go small, you still got out rebounded and still had easy buckets scored on you. So I don't think it really mattered. At that point, you're just trying to put your best lineup in, man, and hope and pray that you can get some kind of momentum going. So I agree with Kid on that decision there, man. Like I said, it's not like you kept Rudy Gobert on the bench and let everybody else play when they're getting out rebounded. You get out rebounded with your regular lineup or with the small lineup, so it really didn't matter. You were just trying to get as much momentum as you could with that lineup that you put in there. Let's see. Johnny B says, I personally think Kidd should have played Burke. He scored easily on them. Yeah, he scored easily on them when it was out of hand, man. I mean, they already won the game at that point. They weren't trying to play clamping defense on them, so.
Yeah, I think the defense was bad without Trey Burke in the game. Trey Burke playing, the defense would have been horrible.
Atrocious.
Yep.
Beck says, when Brown was driving to the basket, I just closed my eyes. Shout out to Johnny B. Johnny B, shout out to you on that one. That's your boy, man. That's your boy. Oh yeah, Mouse says like the vid and appreciate that. Mouse says still have real. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm trying to hold it down, man. You know, King's the star of the show, man. We just trying to hold it down for him. Let's see. AT says they need to address the center situation. Also, I would seriously consider a sign and trade for Brunson this season. I know he's been good, but we need better. There was something that your arch enemy had mentioned today on the fan today, King. Bobby Carella. Y'all still enemies?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, your arch enemy has said he mentioned something. Did you watch the video I sent you?
No, I didn't see it yet. No.
So he pretty much was saying what me and you were saying as far as the philosophy. He was talking about like the kind of center that Dallas needs for this type of philosophy that they're building on is a center that's kind of in the vein of Maxey, a Bam type of center. You know what I'm saying? Not like he said, not like one of those lumbering type of centers like me and you already talked about before. He brought that up on the fan today, and that's why I sent it to you. I said, yeah, but we've been saying this the whole time, but I'm still trying to sit here and think like, who could that be though? It's going to definitely be somebody you have to trade for. It's not anybody going to be in free agency. Anybody we are hearing their name out there being available. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would say, like in that Serge Ibaka vein, that type of player who can be a rim protector and can also kind of move his feet on the perimeter or whatever. Somebody in that kind of that vein or whatever. But I don't know who that would be though. You know what I'm saying?
I have no clue either. I can't think
right now.
Anybody can do it on defense and offense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's man. Nico got his hands full his offseason. Yeah. Kwame says from 16 to 18 to 52 and 30 to winning round one against Utah, then being the number one overall seed, defending the Western Conference champions to the third round. What a great year! Oh, but next year NBA Finals. Yeah, man. I hope so, y'all. I definitely hope so. Oh, it jumps. Of course. Of course, it jumps. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd you go? Just ain't our night tonight, man. All kind of technical difficulties. Here we go. Israel, what's good, man? He said, "Go get DeAndre Ayton, King. Go get DeAndre Ayton, bro."
I told you. I think I'm for it.
I think if to be closer to what we were just saying, as far as that kind of center that can play in that style like this, I think DeAndre Ayton is probably the closest one because he can move his feet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
I trust him defensively.
Yeah,
so he's not a defensive machine, but I trust that he can move his feet and stay with guys.
And his defense has gotten better each year he's been in the league. So.
Yes, I think the schemes and playing with under J Kidd and all would actually make him a better defender. So I actually think if DeAndre Ayton can come for a lower amount, I think we should go grab him. He's the number one pick for a reason, and I really think he can get a 3-point shot. I really do believe that.
I think so too. Let Coach Sweeney get to him, man, and develop him like Sadiq Bey out here. AT says,
and I have Sweeney next year though.
Man, don't say that, bro. Please don't say
Sorry.
that. What do you guys expect for Luka Doncic next season? He said, I feel like he needs to realize how good he can get if he fixes his body and takes things more seriously, accepting a serious MVP season push. Yeah, I expect him to be in an MVP conversation next year. AT, like you just said it, you hit the nail on the head. He needs to come in better shape. Kind of work on his not attitude per se, but like just leaving the referees alone, just playing your game. Work on your body, which is going to lead to you with having better defensive effort, man. Because we talked about it in the first half. It just looked like he looked like a traffic cone tonight. So just working on your defense and not being such a liability, man. So that way they can't. Matter of fact, let me give you a prime example. Devin Booker was not known as a defender, but he is now a better defender now than he ever was in the previous year. So if Devin Booker can do it, Luka ought to be able to do it too. But it's going to take him going in, working on his body, working on his nutrition, all that stuff, man. And that's going to lead to you being a better defender. Like I said, we ain't asked you to go out there and be Kawhi. Just go out there and be a competent defender.
I second that. I think the main thing basically this off year, so this off season, is Luka doesn't even have to mess with his game really. I want him to work on his mind and body.
Yeah,
that's it. Mind and body. It's cliche. He needs to take time away and just work on his mind and body.
And what I mean by that is he needs to find his zen. He needs to find what goes on in his head as far as his issues with the referees and things like that. Like he needs to find some way to calm himself and stay in a zone the whole time. Find something that completes him. And also on his body, as I said, he needs to go and just put in the work. He needs to be in the gym, putting in the work, eating the right foods, not eating or drinking things he doesn't need to, maybe cutting back on smokes if that's what he does, like all kinds of things. He just got to take it serious. And I think he will. I hope he does. So I'm dying to see the exit interviews because I'm hoping somebody will be, tough enough to ask that question. Because I hope somebody is asking interviews tomorrow, whenever he does it, ask the questions about it and go ahead and ask him if you really want to go ahead and work on his body. Because I want to hear his direct response and what he's going to say and what he's going to guarantee or whatever. So I'm down to see it.
I agree, bro. Johnny B says only Mavs players I'd keep is Luka, Dodo, Reggie, and maybe Dinwiddie. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Those probably the four I pretty much would keep too. What about you, King?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with that. I think I don't know, Dodo and Reggie, one of them might have to go. I told you because of that, what I just said earlier about not having enough ball handlers on the court. And then also, it was a moment in the game today they kept showing JB on the bench. It like he's about to cry almost. I think JB realizes that this may have been his last game as a Mav. I think he realized that. I think it was like a moment of this is how I went out. They're going to go for somebody harder. Right now, we got this far. I couldn't show them that I was the guy. And I think they're going to get me right now. If I had to bet on it, I bet JB's not going to be on the team next year. They're going to use him, sign and trade and get someone else.
Speaking of which, Beck says his stock is at 4 years, $19 million a year. Kwame says Reggie Miller was pulling for the war. Yeah, he was openly pulling for. Hey, it was him and Stan Van Gundy. One just him. Isaac says, what a season, boys. We're lucky enough to learn a lot about our team, which is might not have known. Had we not played so deep into the playoffs, we can see where Luka can improve and what pieces to move. Yeah, man. Amen, Isaac. Amen.
True.
Brola says, if we had Mo Bamba on this team as is, does Golden State still win the series?
I'm gonna say that.
I'm so glad y'all have this much faith in Mo Bamba. Y'all got more faith in him than the Orlando Magic fan base do. But okay, well, go ahead.
I'm gonna say if Mo Bamba was on this team, I'm gonna say the Suns and 4.
Wait a minute, what? I agree with you. You're right. Suns and 4. You're right. I thought about it. You're right. Suns and 4. Lai says, when we sign Jalen back and we can pay him more than anyone else, Cuban confirms Mavs are re-signing Brunson. Just saw Cuban do an interview on Bally's. Oh, there's your answer, King.
I told you that, but hold on. Don't play it. They're going to re-sign him. I told you that they're going to re-sign him. I just don't think he's going to stay here. They're going to re-sign him. He's going to get his money from us.
Kwame says Poole traveled all night. Yeah, all night long, man. He been doing it all series. Big says Scott Foster came on the wrong time. Yeah, he did. I'm like, damn, we had for Scott Foster all year long, and we finally get him, and this is what happens. Jesus, man. It's a good thing we didn't get him in that Phoenix series, bro. He probably would have lost it. We've been asked for that all year. That's crazy. Amount says, do we win this series if we won that Wizards game and had home court?
No.
No, probably not. Probably not. We probably would have got one more game in. Probably, yeah. Eddie says, I'm happy with this season. With the players reaching this far, congrats to the Dubs. I would keep Luka, Green, Dodo, Reggie, Ntilikina, JB, or Dinwiddie. Everybody else are not good enough for the chip. Yeah, I can agree with you on that one, man.
I mean, I agree. Keep going.
Eddie says, I like Cleveland because he can do a lot of things, but his price might be high enough that we could bring someone better. Yeah, I think we touched on that before, man. Yeah, Like I said, I mean, I would not. Was a
No, I was just laughing because you said, "Yeah." I'm like, it's as simple as that.
yeah, it really is. I mean, I think we talked about it before. We talked about the fact that look, man, if you can get something else, can't fall in love with these people, man. They want to keep them, man. If you want to try to get to that next level, man, eventually you're gonna have to move on from these guys, especially if they stock is as high as it's gonna get. Move on from them as while you can. And plus, on top of that, Maxi's 30 years old. So we talked about this before. He's capped out. This is it for Maxi. He's not going to go out there and get better. He's not going to go out there and pick up handles over the offseason and all that. Maxi is what he is, y'all. So I think it's about that time to go ahead and move on from Maxi. Johnny B says, y'all peeped them, made a new Western Conference Finals MVP, gave it to Steph since he don't see he'll ever win a Finals MVP. Yeah. I was saying that, Johnny B, I was like, it's funny how he got it when he only scored 15 points. Like, you had 4 other people who scored more points than you, but
I want to get it though.
Yeah,
I want to Luka to be the first one to have it.
Yeah, I want Luka to have first one to have it too. Eddie says I would draft a center and trade for wings and defenders.
Yeah.
I'm
looking at drafting a center. That's why I want to look. We want to get more into the draft and talk about it with y'all. But
yeah, we're gonna definitely get into the draft.
I think the center would be easier. I'm really thinking about drafting. I want to see the centers in the draft.
And we talked about it before, where Dallas is drafting, and usually you find guys at the end of the draft who you can plug in right now.
Yeah.
Who've been in college like 3, maybe 4 years or whatever, who are more NBA ready compared to in the early in the draft where you got potentials.
Yep.
A lot of 19 and 20-year-olds up front. Let's see. Let me see. Here we go. Oh, okay. I think about saying your stuff in the background, your audio.
It's not me though. I'm saying, watch. I'm gonna mute for you right now.
Yeah, it's yours. Hold on. Try now.
I was still muted. That's what I'm saying. It's not me.
Nah, it stopped now. It was doing it. When you muted it, it didn't do it anymore. You're doing that crackling sound I was telling you.
I was just muted while I was off. That's what I'm saying. I was just muted again.
See, now doing it again.
Hold on, watch this. When I muted, I want you to start talking again. If the crack was on yours, I'm gonna mute it right now.
Blah 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 blah.
It's crackling on my side when you talk.
Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. We trying to get through it, y'all. We're trying to get through it. Dang, it do sound like somebody. Oh man, we apologize, y'all. It's a long night. Charlie says King. Oh, nah, there you go. He's talking about you should mute and unmute it. He wants to talk because the noise is say you want to talk, but the noise is constant. Yeah. He said I'm surprised we don't get. He said Kwame said I'm surprised we don't get fined tomorrow. Why we getting fined for?
I guess I'm in the bench.
Well, it's too late now. I mean, it don't really matter anymore now. La says 3 things I would love for our team to improve on: our movements, our players should learn to move a bit more when attacking. Yeah, Luka defense and more mid ranges and points in the paint. Yeah, and a lot of that has to do lies with athleticism. Man, we got to build on athleticism. We got to build on more players being able to go get their own shots, not being, you don't have to be elite, but just enough to be competent with the ball in your hands, man, to where you don't have to depend on Luka to bail you out of your play.
I agree.
Let's see. We'll go to Kwame here. Said Mark Cuban just said Brunson is coming back next year. Yeah, I'm about to see these post games. I didn't see any of them. So King, you got to be happy.
Mark Cuban said everybody's coming back at the championship year too.
I don't remember that one. James said the look on Cuban's face says a lot. For the first time ever, I believe he/they are going all in free agency in the drafts. I hope I'm right on this. I hope you're right too, James, because we kind of think they jumped. we kind of think that's what they're going to end up doing is going all in on free agency. Not, I mean, well, we'll see, because I think like what King said earlier in the video, they will have more cap space in 2023, and that's going to be the year where there's a lot more impactful free agents are going to be available in 2023. So we'll see though. We'll definitely see. Charlie says Cuban pretty much confirmed. Yeah, we already talked about that. Eddie says Golden State is annoying just because it feels like whoever puts yellow jerseys on becomes a superstar. It's like just playing for them and makes you twice as good. Their system is phenomenal. Yeah. Look at Andrew Wiggins. He was a laughing stock of the league, man. Now he out here looking like he was worth that starting position in the All-Star game.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to knock on other players again, but again, this is why I say what I say about that guy, that 7-foot guy in Brooklyn that left Golden State, that was seen as the best player. Steph Curry is a system. In his own, he is a system. LeBron James is a system. Looks like Luka Doncic is a system. Steph Curry is a system. That system works with anybody on that team. It makes it much easier for anybody to score because they have that system of Steph Curry.
I gotta agree with them, bro. I definitely gotta agree with that. Matt said, did Dinwiddie just raise his stock this series? He had to, right? I kind of want to keep him, but between him and JB, who Cuban says is staying, and THJ, something's got to give and someone's got to go. THJ, I think, is gone. I would definitely love to keep Dinwiddie, Matt. King said trade him for a bag of chips and a glass of water with no ice. So I would definitely keep Dinwiddie, man. You want to elaborate on your opinion, King?
I just don't know who y'all. I don't understand how we get another guy that's going to be a number 2 if we keep Dinwiddie and JB. That's just the question I want everybody. I just want somebody to answer for me. Who are we getting and where are they going to play?
I don't know. I know. I got a feeling that what's the name going to be gone. What's boy name? Tim Hardaway gonna be gone.
Okay, that's fine. Even if Tim Hardaway's gone, if we get another guy, where is he going to play? That's what I'm like. Our guard positions. If you're saying you're signing JB, are done. We have our 2 guards. So who we getting? A Kawhi Leonard? We getting a small forward? We're gonna get who? What small forward is available to get? We're gonna go get Anthony Davis. Is that what we're gonna get? Oh, you don't want Anthony Davis. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out who's going to be the number 2 guy and what position are they going to play.
I have no idea. It's up to Nico. K-Dub says sad that we couldn't extend the series, but at least I can watch Luka at the Euro baskets in September with Slovenia. Oh, man. Wait,
he got rest, though, man. What is it, May now? May. I mean, he can be fine. It don't start until September. If he still, I just want him to start working on his body. I don't want him playing. I don't want him to like get ready for basketball. I want him to get ready for his body and then take it serious like a week before the Euro League or Euro basketball.
Facts.
But I know he got to rest.
The thing with Luka working on his body is that I think he stays husky because he likes to use weight in the paint.
And put on muscle.
Yeah, build the muscle. Look at LeBron. I mean, LeBron wasn't husky, but look what LeBron did to his body, though. So, yeah, just build the muscle, tone everything down, and turn it into muscle. K-Dub also said, "Oh, go ahead."
I'm gonna give you the perfect example of what Luka needs to do. You see, the Joker changed his body type 2 years ago in the bubble.
Yeah,
he's been MVP ever since, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Pretty much.
That's it.
How can we get Turner for $18 million and Grant for $20 million?
Getting rid of Tim Hardaway Jr. and Jalen Brunson,
and trading the White Powell somehow, and it was somebody else in the trade. They can trade to make free about $25 million right there. I can't remember who it was. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into all that. Matt says agree with Charlie on Luka's weight, but we also got to remember that there's a difference between a 20-year-old and a 23-year-old old body. Say his body is filling out to what it wants to be naturally. He says also, so he's got to kind of fight back against his own body and get whatever optimal will be. Yeah, yeah.
If,
That's
if
why he
he's
make the big
already
bucks too. He can get that. He can get a trainer like how LeBron do, man.
if he's already husky, that means when he becomes an older man, he's probably gonna be husky. It's gonna be easier for him to be huskier. So the weight will be there. Like Luka doesn't have a problem gaining weight. We see that happens. Just how you gain 30 pounds in like a month. Like Luka has no problem doing that. So I think he needs to work on being able to lower his weight and like define his weight because, like you said, once he gets older, it's like it's his man body that comes in. He's going to fill in and he's going to be at a certain size or whatever. I just don't want him to reach that size already being where he is right now and then being overweight, if that makes sense.
Johnny says, do Golden State still make the Western Conference Finals if they had to play who we played in the first round and the second round, Utah Phoenix? And if so, do y'all think we would have still made it playing their opponents? Yeah, I think we would have beat Utah, probably not Utah. I think we would have beat Denver in 5. Memphis would have been a tough one. I think we would have got them in 6.
No, he said this Golden State still make it. I don't know.
No, but
Golden
then,
State
then he
might
said,
not.
we still played it their opponents too. So I'm saying like if he's saying if it was switched, if they played
Oh,
our
Luka
opponents in the first, second
got you,
round,
got
yeah. So I think yes for us, I think we would have beat Denver handily because we talked about that. That would probably win 5. I would have gave them at least 1. They probably would 5. I think we would have beat Memphis in 6.
Yeah, we would have beat Memphis because Memphis isn't the same team Golden State is. They aren't like as experienced. Golden State out experienced us. They did like gimmicks and stuff like that. That was excellent coaching and team play and all of that. So I don't think Memphis would have been that. I think we had the matchup problem would have been a problem for Memphis because they wouldn't have had the coaching like pedigree. Uh, but I don't know if Golden State would have beat Phoenix though. I'm not sure if they had been beat Phoenix. Phoenix may have had their number. I think Phoenix was prepared for them and was ready to play them. But I don't know.
Okay, you got any headphones?
I'm sorry.
You got some headphones?
Maybe. Hold on. Give me a second.
Why you doing that? I'm gonna answer the rest of these. RC says, does drafting a big man get you over the hump? I don't think it does, even with better wing defenders. It's not that it gets you over the hump, RC. Not just having that big man. You're gonna need other pieces along with that. We're not saying like, oh, just get a big man that solves all your problems. Because it's that's probably it's like oversimplification a little bit, right? We're talking about we talked about this before. They're going to need other players to be able, just like with Golden State, the way Golden State's offense is set up, they have multiple ball handlers. They don't just necessarily have a 3-and-D person all over the team like we do. We got like 4 3-and-D players who are in the keys in the rotation. I'm not saying replace all of them, but replace those 3-and-D guys with guys who can play defense, but can also put the ball on the floor. That's what you want. And I heard me give you an example like a Victor Oladipo or somebody like that. You know, a guy who can go out and get his own. You're not asking him to go out there and get you 30, but you go out, you can put the ball on the floor, but also can play defense the way we want them to play defense. That's what you want. So you add that big man, you add those kind of players, and then I feel like you will be over the hump.
My AirPods are dead, so I'm just gonna let you rock it out. I'm gonna watch. And so I gotta jump in.
Evan says, I hope we don't draft a Saddam Singh. Nah, them days are over, bro. I don't see us wasting draft picks on guys like Saddam Singh anymore. So yeah. Johnny B says King might sound like a frog eating Doritos. Yeah, he's. We apologize, y'all. Every once in a while, man, you get these type of moments, man, where there's a lot of technical difficulty, but we're trying to push through for y'all. We're trying to push through. RC says Golden State all the way. I can't root for Boston or the Heat. I'm not rooting for anybody. I don't even care no more now. My team is out, so I don't care. Beck says, damn, I hope I'm wrong, but keeping JB is a mistake. Him and Luka can't play together. They have the same style of play. I wouldn't mind keeping Jalen. I just would like to see him slide down, in the pecking order. Like that way you won't put so much pressure on him to be the guy, you know? Because it kind of showed tonight where, when you needed him. I mean, because Spencer Dinwiddie was more of the guy than Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Brunson is supposed to be your number 2. So I'm not opposed to signing Jalen Brunson back. I just want to get players to where these people start sliding down in their natural pecking order. Because Jalen, to be honest with you, Jalen's not really a number 2. He's number 2 on this team because of how things are lined up, but he's not really a number 2. Slide him down. Maybe he can be like a number 3 or something like that. So, and guess who's back? The man of the hour. Get him, King.
Hey.
Want to answer that?
Hold on 1 second. Let me see. He said, I hope I'm wrong, but keep JB as a mistake. And we can't play together. They have the same style of play.
I told him it's not that because they had the same style of play, you don't want to just completely get rid of them. But you want to get somebody to where you slide him down in his natural pecking order, man. Like, him not that way you won't have to rely on him just being the full focus of being a number 2.
JB like stuck in a bad place for us because he's too good to be a bench player,
but he's too good to be. But
he's not good enough to be our number 2. Yes.
Yeah.
So the perfect scenario would have been him being the bench guy. Like that's the perfect scenario because he plays like Luka. So it's like he's the guy to come off the bench and play like Luka.
Prime example. You look at Toronto when they had Van Vliet and Lowry.
Lowry, yep.
You had another Lowry coming off your bench in Van Vliet. So, yeah.
Exactly, but he's not going to want to come off the bench anymore.
Nah,
so
he's going to get paid, so he's never not coming off the bench.
I say if we get another guard, if y'all want to get a Zach LaVine or whatever y'all say, we need to get rid of JB. That's my philosophy. I don't think we should keep all those guards. I think we need to try to work with other stuff. If you want to get that, if you want a guard or whatever, a wing guy to be your number 2, then you get rid of JB. Like that's my position on it. If we can find a bigger guy that becomes, number 2 or whatever, I don't know who is available to be that, but then you can keep JB as your number 3 then. So it just depends on what position you get. But if we're going for a guard wing guy, we need to let the JB go.
Kwame says, why not have 4 options? There's nothing wrong with having 4 options. I mean, look at Golden. Like I said, look at Golden State. Did I tell you something right there? There's nothing wrong with that.
I just don't like 4 options at the way we have it.
Thank you.
It's the 4 options with the 2 guys on the bench or one guy off the bench, 2 guys starting, and then I want the starting lineup I want to be like you said with Golden State where they got Jordan Poole and Wiggins out there at the same time with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. You feel me? And a Draymond Green with 5 guys who dribble the ball. I don't just want it to be where we got to keep playing Russian roulette with the 3 guys between, and one of them have to be on the bench because we can't play all 3 at the same time. I want more ball handlers and guys that can create shots and all in my lineup, my starting lineup.
Amen, bro. Charlie says we should 100% trade Spencer, especially after how he played this season.
Wow.
Actually get some good.
Oh, you meant okay.
I agree with you to what you're saying. I agree with you what you're saying. You can. Look, if we get an offer for Spencer and it's better than what we have, I mean, I would not be opposed to it. But if you ask me on the surface, I would not want to trade Spencer. But if you're telling me I can get something back nice for Spencer, I mean, I would not be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Here's the question I have for you and the rest of the Globe gang, Rel. Who do you want more at the position or at their role?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want Spencer as a 6-man or do you want JB as a number 2?
Probably Spencer's a 6-man.
Then you trade JB. You just answered your question.
Spencer has bad knees. Trade him while stock is high.
Yep, and that's a bad move too because Spencer's the guy with the bad knees off your bench. So you probably need to, bro. We really need to we need to overhaul the team. It really is what it is. They overachieve. You really need to overhaul the team and like do what you said do the whole time. You've been saying sell guys with the highest stock. You should. This is the highest stock. This is the highest stock.
Like I said, I'm listen. I'm not opposed to it. Like you came and told me we're gonna trade this guy. I'm not gonna be like, no, don't keep him. I would like to keep him, but like you said, if you can get something for him, their stock is as high as it's gonna be. I would not be opposed to it either way. We keep him cool. If not, I'm not gonna lose any sleep. You already
I
know
mean,
who needs to stay and who needs to go and all that type of stuff. So
truthfully, to me, the only two guys that I think are untouchable, the only two guys, I think it's two guys in this team. Yep, Luka and Dodo. I think anybody else, if you can find someone better than them, I'm not mad. If you find someone better that comes in and does a role better than anyone else on the team, I'm not mad. Luka and Dodo are the two guys that I feel like has to stay on the team. One is the heart and soul of the defense. One is the heart and soul of the offense. Those are the two guys you got, the two leaders. Everybody else can fall in line.
I agree, bro. I agree. Yeah, okay. RC says Bertans is the other that can go. He's getting too much money. Yeah. I think Bertans is gone too.
Yeah, he gets some man. He gets on my nerves sometimes too with shooting some shots. Sometimes I'm like, you don't have to shoot, man. Sometimes you don't have to shoot.
It was a lot of time he felt like he just had to shoot the ball.
Yeah, he got the ball. And he's like turn around, shooting like you can just pass it again, man. You don't have to keep shooting every time.
When he shot in the corner, he's like fading it on one leg. I was like, bro, you didn't have to shoot that, bro. You could have just swung it back again, come off another curl screen and try to get you a shot, but it's okay. Jamie said the only players I keep is Luka, Brunson, Dinwiddie, Dodo, Reggie. Everyone else expendable.
I told y'all, Luke. I already gave y'all my people. That's two guys, Luka and Dodo. If Brunson, if we can get, you said if you can get what's his name, a Zach LaVine over a Brunson, I'm doing it. If I can get me Alonzo Ball, if I
boy, is it funny how
I'm just keeping it real.
Later, man.
No. JB got you, so JB got to the point now where you can get a Zach LaVine. So JB did what I thought he was going to do. So he did. He got to a point where I can get that possibly now. If I can get Alonzo Ball over Reggie Bullock, I'm taking Alonzo Ball. If I can take that's not a bad. I'm just keeping it real with you. So I'm saying there are people that are examples of better players at these positions that we're just saying keep these same guys. Dodo and Luka are the only two guys that need to stay there. Everybody else is expendable. You can find a better guy to do everybody else's position, everybody else's role. I
agree with you on that, bro. Let's see. K Dub says, would you pay 18 for Turner and 20 for Grant? Who are you guys? Who are guys we can trade? Not sure who we can trade. Like I said, we're gonna have a video for that, y'all, where we can have do a little more research. Excuse me, I would not mind paying 18 to 20. You want to know what the 18 and 20 is on this team right now?
Yeah,
that's pretty much but this season for sure. That 20 is Tim Hardaway, and then 18 is Bertans.
Yeah, only if we can get rid of some. We have to get rid of a contract with both of them, though. If we don't, then no, I don't want it.
But I would definitely take that. Upgrades your defense right there with those two alone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It upgrades your defense. So yeah. King says, appreciate all your post game lives, man. No problem, King.
Appreciate you, King.
Look, King, it's not it. We're gonna still be here, y'all. We're gonna still be here. We definitely got a whole lot more math content to touch on. So stay tuned. Charlie says JB All-Star next year or season after. Bro, you know I was thinking of too the other day. Say we trade JB. What if this end up being like Devin Harris after he got traded?
It will. I'm going to tell you, bro.
I thought about that.
It's going to happen. JB is going to be a type of guy for another team, but I
think if he goes to the East, he can definitely do it, bro.
Yes, it's about what you can get for him, though.
Yeah.
What did we get for Devin Harris?
Jason Kidd.
All right. Would you rather have, and looking at hindsight again, would you still rather have Devin Harris or would you have Jason Kidd?
Oh yeah, for sure, Kidd. That's
Jason
my favorite
Kidd. That's what I'm saying to you. So it's going to be like that. JB's going to be a beast. We're going to lose. You know how I feel about JB. Y'all know how I feel about JB. JB's going to be nice.
Bro, what you going to do with the jersey, bro?
I'm going to still keep him a rocket. We drafted JB.
Okay.
Like JB's always going to be a Maverick.
I'm with you. I still got Dennis Smith stuff. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, but the thing is that JB, I told you, he's stuck in a bad place right now. It's a place where he needs to go be better. It was like Devin Harris as well. Devin Harris was the same way. He needed to go be who he needed to be somewhere else. We needed to get something else for him. He was stuck in a bad place.
Johnny B says, I can't wait to watch my boy Moses Wright get some development and go out and average 20.
In the G League.
I was about to say, that would be nice, Johnny B, but I don't see that here, though. That'd be nice, though. AT says JB isn't going to be that guy to push us over the hump. If Luka had a Klay Thompson type that can shoot the lights out, and then we would be cooking. Klay is a top 75 king.
I already told you, Klay at top 75.
Okay, somebody else told me top 76. I ain't know.
If we had Klay Thompson instead of Reggie Bullock, and I like Reggie, that's what I'm saying. My thing is that I'm not downing guys. They're overachieving. But if you had guys that are actually,
and that's kudos to the coaching staff.
Yes, if you had guys that are actually stars at what they do, Klay Thompson is a shooter, one of the greatest shooters of all time. If you had him in that corner with wide open shots,
we saw
wide open shots today. Klay Thompson is knocking down 9 of 10. Yep, 9 of 10 wide open shots. So yes, if he had Klay Thompson, it'd be a different story.
For sure, man. Johnny B said, I still want to see what Dinwiddie and TSJ will look like coming off the bench together. I still want DSJ back. I think Dallas I think it's bigger now, man. I don't think DSJ coming back, bro.
And I think that wasn't that THJ there, like you gotta y'all getting we drinking the Kool-Aid too much. It's too you got too many contracts.
You put too much in Kool-Aid.
Yeah, y'all getting too many contracts. You want THJ back and all that. Like that, we have no money. Y'all do know we have no more cap space, right? So if all these guys stay, there's no signing anyone else. That's just them.
Look, I gotta move away from some of these players.
Yeah, somebody has to go.
If y'all are envisioning where y'all want to go, it's going to take you losing some people. That's just how it is. That's how it works. We can't fall in love with these people and not want to move them. Because like King just said, we don't have the cap space to add on to. So you have to trade something to get the people that you really want in here. That's going to help you elevate to that next level, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Kwame says, so put Luke at small forward. No. He can play point guard. It's just that you want to give him more options to where it's like it's not all reliant on Luka. So, like I just said, the way that Steph Curry and them are playing, you whatever Luka sprinkles in is just gonna be icing on the cake, like he did with Steph. Steph was the fourth leading scorer tonight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to go out there and have to be the guy. It's just that whatever he added was just icing on top of the cake. So, but yeah, I'm gonna touch on what Jay said here. He said y'all hear Barkley. He said the Mavs run.
I wish he didn't. What is it? Say we're gonna win every game now. If he thought it was a fluke.
Exactly. Matt said Spencer is 6-man. Absolutely. Yeah.
I think he was answering my question about JB and Spence.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like I said, I would like to keep Spencer, but if you tell him I'm not in love with these players, if that makes sense. Like, if you were to tell me that you need to move this guy to upgrade, I'm not opposed to that. Like, I would not be mad if we kept him, but if you tell me you can move him to get better, that's what I'm here for, man.
Would you trade Spencer Dinwiddie for Jordan Clarkson? Oh, look at that.
I think I would, bro.
I would too. I would too. Don't ask me that. I would too.
Yeah, I think I would. That's a good one. AT said people acting like we Atlanta Hawks, Utah are done. Same for the Suns. Golden State Warriors are aging. It's really the Clippers and Denver, and we don't know how their injury players are going to perform. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play the injury game. Yep. Everybody says when people comes back from injuries, I know Golden State did it this year. Clay came back. They plugged in holes though. So Jordan Poole is a big piece that wasn't there before. Unless Denver gets someone else, like Jamal Murray not gonna probably be any better than he ever was at this point in his career.
And not only that, he was never consistent anyway.
Yeah.
You didn't know which Jamal Murray you were gonna get.
You don't know if you're ever gonna get really the prime of Michael Porter Jr. that you ever thought you were gonna get. Like, this is the second time now his back has had surgery on it.
Yep.
And he's under 25 still.
Yep.
And then Kawhi, who knows how he's gonna be when he returns. Those guys are getting older. They're getting older as well. As I'm saying, people forget they're getting older. So I watch out for Memphis. Like young teams that show you they're on the cusp, they're probably going to be there. Like Minnesota probably is going to be there again now. Like, I know we laughed at them recently, but they'll probably know how to win now. They know how to win now. They've been in the playoffs. They'll probably get back there. Memphis will be back there. We should be back there. Like, That's the teams I'm worried about. The older guys, I think the Clippers have been together now for what 4 or 5 years now with that team.
Yep.
Like they may have missed their window. Like not to say it like that, but I'm just saying.
Kwame says if Ja Morant doesn't get hurt, will the Warriors be in the West Conference Final? Yeah, I still think they would have won.
I still think they would have won too. Yep.
Yeah. Unlike what the Memphis fans say, I still think they would have won.
Yeah.
Pavel said, especially with Kid growing Dorian's ball handling improvement this year. I agree. Dodo and Luka are two untouchable. Maybe Reggie would be hard for his third 3-and-D. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Reggie probably needs to be on the bench though. They probably need to make his way. It's probably going to have to happen. Tell you the truth, Reggie going to play at the bench.
Kwame says, "Nah, Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, that's what we said. We'll take Jordan. We definitely take Jordan." Let's see. Matt says, "We haven't seen him in a while, so let's not forget how horrible TSJ is at defense."
Yep, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I'm gonna read the rest of it. And I'll comment. He said we got plenty of that already. He said I already can't see him on the roster next year. And Matt, not only that, I said this I think in the last video, maybe video before that. If y'all remember. I mean, I know revisionist history and everything, but if y'all remember, right before Tim got hurt, he wasn't just like out here as a world beater. Remember, he was struggling, and we was kind of questioning, like, man, when are we going to get the consistent Tim Hardaway? He had not been consistent all year, and so now, you know, people kind of thinking like, oh, because Tim was our third option, oh, we could use him now, and it's like, well, Tim wasn't really consistent when he was out there, so.
Yeah.
And remember, he kind of moved further down in the pecking order because Jalen Brunson moved up, and he moved down because he was not consistent. So it's not a shoe in it. Oh man, Tim come back, he's going to take off. Like, it took him forever this year to finally hit some shots. So
I have a comment and then I have a question for you again, Rel. My comment is THJ, like you said, was horrible at defense. We were looking for him to get hot. We were like, where is that? You know, that streak of him getting hot, and it never came. He was just cold just all year. It felt like I think he was averaging like 14 points a game or something like that. Like it was just he wasn't looking good. And then second, my question to you is 6-man. You're choosing 6-man for this team. Tim Hardaway Jr. or Spencer Dinwiddie. Who are you choosing?
Dinwiddie.
All right, then Tim Hardaway Jr. needs to go.
Oh no, we already said you go.
I was gonna say you chose. We wanted Tim this year because it would have been nice to sprinkle something on top of what we already have because we couldn't get anybody else. Tim Hardaway was still a member of the team. But next year, no. Like get someone else instead of Tim Hardaway Jr.
Facts. Charlie says Clippers have added more pieces while Kawhi was injured, though. I honestly think they'll be 1 seed next year. I don't think they'll be the number one. But they did add some nice pieces though in Rocco and Norman Powell. We could have had them. That would be nice to have this year. But
who's to say Paul George won't have a shoulder surgery or something this offseason? I'm just saying. I mean, it's happened like every year now, ain't it?
Yeah, it seemed that way. Yeah, like I said, they're getting older. Let's just see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think number 1 seed. I don't think they're going to play enough. I don't think they want the number 1 seed. I don't think that's how they. I don't think that's what the Clippers play for.
They just want to get in healthy.
Yeah, they're gonna do low management next year.
Oh, you know Kawhi for sure.
Absolutely.
He missed the whole year, so he definitely do low management, and he getting older. Kwame said we need a center, another scorer, and Luka has to calm down, play and run. I don't know about the play and run thing, but yeah, we do need another scorer, consistent scorer. We definitely need a center. That's a given. That's I don't think anybody's arguing that. We definitely need a center.
We need slashers. I told you that last show. If we had slashers, Luka wouldn't have to run the break. He could push the break. We got guys running already. So when you know them full court passes he throws to Dodo and all.
Yeah.
He could have guys that run on each side already, just throw it to him and just keep running. Like that's what we need on this team.
Yeah. That'll open the offense up too.
Yep.
Amount says Maxey can be traded, but I'd be fine if we got rid of Powell and kept Maxey at the backup. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. The first step is
Powell got to go, y'all.
Yeah.
Powell gotta go, man. Like I can't stress that anymore, man. Powell gotta go. That's not even a question.
Ro, I'm sorry to say, but if the White Powell was traded off this team, or if he's cut, whatever, I don't think he's gonna be in the NBA much longer. I'm sad to say all the community work is awesome and all that, but I don't think he's going to be in the NBA much longer if he gets cut.
Yeah, because I think I told you in the last video, I don't know how you would have been in the league this long and you didn't develop anything in your game.
He's Rick Carlisle and Mark Cuban's son. That's the reason he stayed in the league so long.
Yeah, I guess you're right. This might be the last one, King. AT says ultimately all our plans go to Luka's conditioning if he improves his defense, who's to say we don't win a game earlier and make it 2-2? They had a chance to be 2-2 after game 2, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If Luka can maybe I'm living in a crazy world, a world of unicorns and all that kind of stuff.
You did have a unicorn, King.
I know, but if Luka's conditioning was better, if Luka's conditioning was better, though, we probably win this series. Like, I think Luka's that good, and maybe I'm just seeing something that's not true.
No, because like I said, the conditioning leads to his defense.
Yeah, like I think he'd be like they wouldn't be able to if they couldn't abuse him on the defensive side. I don't think stuff wouldn't look as bad. You understand what I'm saying? Like our offense would be enough in a lot of situations because Luka, we're not getting cooked on defense,
right?
And because of his conditioning, and his conditioning would also help his offense, which would make him more efficient, and he'd be more dominant on that side. I think Luka taking that next step could help out a JB stay on the team possibly or something like that. Like it's really on Luka. He really has another level that he can reach, and we just have to get him. Yeah, we have to get him to understand that and want to take that next level. When he decides that, like everybody knows, you see the writing everywhere, all the papers, all the stories. The league is over. Like the league is his when he decides to take it serious.
Amen. I agree, bro. I think there's a few more that came in. Okay, Kwame says, so what happened? What about developing Josh Green? That's going to be a thing too. But I'm going to tell you right now, I know King want to keep him and sign him to a 20-year extension. But if he get thrown in trade too, I would not be mad.
I mean, that would mean somebody else won him, right? Which means we did our job. We developed him. So if he's in a trade, again, I'm only trading him if we're getting a guy that's like can come in and help in this, like a star or a guy that's like a big time player that can do something. If it's not, you keep your guy and you develop your guy, especially when he's on a rookie contract.
And on top of that, like I know, if we can't move him or whatever, or we don't use him in a trade or whatever, bro, he got to come in better, bro. I'm sorry, you got to come in better.
He will.
You see where we at? Like we need you to help with that because like he would have been. I really feel like he could have been what we were talking about. He could be a slasher.
He's not there yet. Why would you expect him that if JB failed?
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about next year.
Yes,
he can come in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He gets all season playing with the main dogs and all now. Yeah. So you're right. He should get that. But I'll ask you this question: do you think he can be better than Frank Ntilikina? Wow. Then we need to trade him. Then if you don't think he can be better than him,
hold on. I'm trying to think about it real quick. Because he's more athletic than Frank.
Mm-hmm.
If he has a better, consistent offensive game than Frank, then yes.
Frank doesn't have a great, consistent offensive game.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but Frank is a better 3-point shooter than he is, though.
Right now, and he's still not great.
That's the problem. If he's not great, you're not better than him. Then that'll tell you something.
Yeah, I know. Right now,
all he has to do is not necessarily go out there and you shoot 45% from three, but if you can develop a consistent offensive game, what's the one offensive thing you said that he needs?
I said he needs to go either a jump shot or a slash to the rim as far as like a floater or something like that.
But you also said build on what? On what does he do that he was doing in the G League?
His mid-range shot. He got to pull up mid-range jumper.
Yeah. Build on that. And then
he will. Right. He will though. You got to give him you pushing too hard. Josh Green.
No. I'm not saying I'm just saying he needs to get there. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is how about I say this?
Get there.
Do you feel like Josh Green was a failure this year?
No.
Okay, then.
I can't say that because, for one, you're playing on a team that's going for something. This isn't Detroit or Orlando or nothing like that, bro. You're playing for a team. We just saw this year. They're in the West Conference Finals. So they're playing for something. So what this could pretty much was his rookie year. So yeah, like no, I didn't think it was a failure. I didn't really expect that much up. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, he got to be good this year. I won't expect them to just jump that hurdle that quick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
so from
dude,
I
I was gonna say from what you've seen though, that's what I'm saying. With the coaching staff another year and all, do you believe he can develop more?
Yeah, I think he can.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I think you should keep him because he's our homegrown product, and he could possibly be one of those guys, like you said, that we said we need. Like
That's cool if we keep him. But I'm saying, like, say, you're going to just throw this for example, like Mal Turner or something, but then you got to throw him in the trade. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not like, no, you can't have him. I'm not at that level with him. But like, we keep him. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just keep him, develop him, and like you said, do whatever over the offseason to develop his game, whatever, build his confidence and all that stuff, and develop a more consistent offense. Then that's cool. But like, if you're telling me you need him to be thrown in a trade to get somebody that's gonna help elevate our team, then I'm like, hey, I chunk to do so to you. I'm not on the fence of like, oh, he gotta stay, I gotta keep him. You know what I mean?
If he's the only piece in a Miles Turner trade, like if it was him, then you threw in another just a contract to fill it out, and then like a draft pick, yes. But if I have to throw in another important piece and him and a draft pick, I'm not doing that for Miles Turner. Not for that.
No, I mean, I'm not saying exactly Miles Turner. I'm just throwing an example.
Yeah, I got you. Maybe a like a
what's his name or whatever. You know, what
I mean? Aiton, or Robinson or something like that. Yes,
the point I'm saying, like, like if it's like something like if I can, they need, but I need it, but I gotta throw him in to like make the money work or whatever to get that player, then I would do that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be the table like, oh, we gotta keep him. You know what I mean? Like you said, to me, there's really two players. I'm like, yo, don't these two right here. Y'all sit over here when I touch y'all. Everybody else, if we have to, I would trade them away. You know what I mean?
I told you.
I'm not saying it adamant, but you know,
if I trade him away, if we get the piece that put us over the top. So if we get the piece that makes it a championship level, I'd say get rid of him because I told you draft capital and all don't matter anymore. So he was a part of the draft capital and all. It doesn't matter because we have our team and we're ready to rock and roll. If we don't have our team yet, though, we about to give up draft pieces and all, I don't want to get rid of him because I want to let him develop because he is a draft piece we already drafted. Like we can't give up draft pieces and then not develop our own draftees as well.
The only reason why you don't want to trade because you're curious to see what he turns out to be.
Yes.
That's what it is, bro. Dang it, froze again, King.
Jalen Brunson this year. I wanted to find out what he was going to be when everybody else was saying get rid of him. And I'm saying, no, give that guy a chance.
According to the comments, people still saying get rid of him.
No, those are guys saying keep him. I'm the one saying get rid of him. Everybody else talking about they want to keep him.
I'm surprised now, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I want him. I think I see Josh Green. I see something in him. It may not even be a scoring and all. It's just little intangibles that he does. You know what's crazy?
I just feel like he don't have that it factor though. I really want him to be Iguodala. You know what I mean? Like he was Iguodala. I'd be like, yo,
that's fine. But guess what? We lost a whole bunch of what kind of balls? Pause. A whole bunch of 50-50 balls though, right? Mm-hmm. This series, who didn't we play? Josh Green. Who's our best 50-50 ball guy?
Boban.
Josh Green. Oh, okay. Mo Bamba. But
no, that's what I said, Boban.
I know you said Boban, and I'm saying Mo Bamba. But I'm just saying to you, that's the guy that was the 50-50 guy. All season long, we got destroyed in that type of game since he's been out the game, since he hasn't been playing anymore. When he was playing, he was the guy we were talking in here about after the show saying, or after the game saying, Josh Green was having so much energy. He was grabbing all the 50-50 balls, those rebounds and all. He has a niche. That's why I'm saying it's something there with him that you want to see. He shows me already that he can be elite at something, if that makes sense. Again, I like players that can be elite at something and then see how the rest of it, your development goes around that. And I feel like he's elite at possibly defense and 50-50 balls. He's one of those he could be a Tony Allen type dude, a Marcus Smart type guy and all that stuff. I think Josh Green can be that type of guy and even more as far as a ball handling slasher type as well with it. But if we get rid of him, we're going to just let him go without him developing. Last year, he got no time. Last year, Rick Carlisle gave him nothing, said, you just do nothing. We don't need you right now. This year, Jason Kidd put him in spots. We saw him look rough at the beginning of the season. We saw him then start to develop after the Desmond Bain comment and all that to start doing more stuff. So he's showing you that. God talked about him. He took it personal, and he went and did more. I just want to give Josh Green more. Like, I want him to go into the offseason with him saying, oh, you have a role. Hey, this is what we want you to do, Josh Green, the whole season. And then next year, see if he has a niche where he actually is just doing this and this. It was too much of an open rookie year this year. He wasn't supposed to shoot efficiently and do all that kind of stuff. This is where you just see what he's good at. Next year is where I feel like he actually takes steps in being that type of player and those shots and stuff like that.
You're right, man. Hope you're right. Let's wrap this up real quick, King. Charlie says, I like the idea of Miles Turner, but what Cuban said stuck with me. He said, we are looking for Jason Kidd-style players who work their asses off. I don't know if Miles like that, but to be honest, he likes his Legos. Yeah, we talked about the type of players that would fit this system, man. So, like I said, it's gonna be an interesting offseason to see what we do, because we might have ideas, but we might be way off at the same time. We're not even sure.
What did Jason Kidd say? Ain't nobody even say it,
bro. Like I said, I'm gonna watch his press conference after this.
I am, but nobody's told us what he said. I'm surprised.
Deshaun says, what do you think about adding Julius Randle and a sign a trade for Brian?
Nope. Julius Randle, I trade somebody for 1 year, but it ain't gonna be one of our good guys though.
No, sir. I'm good on Julius Randle. I'm definitely good on Julius Randle. He can be better than Frank scoring. He talking about
yep. Josh.
Charlie says Frank only 2 years older than he. Oh yeah. I feel like Frank been leave forever, bro. You're right. Only 2 years. I think we develop both of them together. He can be a very good 3-and-D player in a few years. Yeah, I like Frank, and he's cheap right now, so they just jump.
How about this? I think Josh Green is better than Frank was 2 years ago.
Yeah, he is.
All right, there we go.
Bro, calm down.
There you go. You just said
I just got him. Papa said Josh Green passing is probably second best on the team. His stock shot up this year. I say keep developing more minutes next season.
I agree.
We're probably gonna end up looking like. But I'm telling y'all, if there's some kind of trade that come down and they want to throw him in the trade, I'm not gonna lose no sleep.
If they traded for Michael Jordan, definitely, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Evan says Miles Turner is injury prone at his age. He's only going to get worse with age. Might be right. He said, I think he is too risky considering we just got rid of an injury prone player to watch. Who was that, Evan? Who we get rid of? King, who we get rid of? You want to say who the person was? King?
I thought we were done saying that name on this show.
Oh, okay. I thought I was just testing you, bro. Just testing you. I jumped again. Let's see. Where are we at? That's probably the last one, King. Sorry, yeah. Almost 2 hours. Pavel says, would it be out of bounds to say we just need a center replacement for Powell? Not just a center replacement, Pavel. We need pieces, man. Like we already talked about it. We need some athleticism, man. We need ball handling. We need size. We need all those things.
Yeah, Pavel, with a center replacement, we need luck on our side. So it's with a center replacement, we're talking about a year like this again, where everything has to be even, and we have to, luck up and play the right matchup and all of that. I think what me and Rel are talking about is we want guys where we can be over the edge. Like we want to be the favorites. Why not? We're this close. We're in the Western Conference Finals. We want to go into a year with being the favorites and being like, well, we expect the Mavs probably going to win the championship. They're the favorites to win the championship this year. So we're talking about those moves.
To take more and more pressure off of Luka, the way Golden State's taking pressure off of Steph.
Yep.
Stiff. So, yeah. And then last one, Charlie says, I think Mitchell Robinson is our guy, to be honest. I take Mitchell Robinson. He's cheaper, for sure. I definitely take him. I definitely take him over Mo Bamba, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Mo Bamba.
Oh, that's most definitely.
But, yeah, that's going to probably do it for us, y'all. Man, it was a good one tonight, y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us on another late one. Listen, y'all, we're going to definitely have more videos. So this is not the last video that we're going to post here, guys. As y'all know, free agency is around the corner. Drafts around the corner. Summer league is around the corner. You're going to have a lot of trades and off-season signings and all that stuff, guys. So we're going to have a lot of videos. A lot of question and comment videos coming too, guys, because, the season's over for the Mavericks. So we're going to definitely have a lot of those coming down the pike for you guys. So we definitely would love for y'all to join us here. If you guys are brand new to the channel, guys, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, guys, and tune in to our latest videos whenever we drop them. Hit the notification bell, too, so you guys will know when we're getting ready to drop our videos. I know a couple of y'all were saying that you didn't get the alerts when we drop the videos. So I would probably recommend you hit that notification bell again, and then to take it off, and then hit it again to put it back on. So that way it'll probably reactivate or whatever. But yeah, so if you're brand new to the channel, guys, please, if you love everything Mavericks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. We would definitely be bringing more content for you guys. Also, if you enjoyed the content tonight, guys, please do us a huge favor and please hit that like button. That way it'll help with the algorithm and it'll help other Mav fans find our content the same way you guys found it. And it will help grow this Glow Gang Nation out here, guys. That would definitely help us out a lot. And also, if you're on your socials, you're on Instagram, you're on Twitter, y'all see it down there at the bottom. You got Instagram up under me at We Talk _Mavs on Instagram. And up under King, you got at We Talk Mavs, all one word, on Twitter. We're way more active on Twitter. Daryl works our Instagram page, so you guys go ahead and follow both of those. That definitely help us out a lot. Almost our first 100 followers on Twitter, King. I don't know if you knew that. But yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all if you would help us out with that. King, is there anything else I'm missing, man?
Share. But I did see something in the corner I want to attack real quick. One, Maxi Kleber should not be playing center position anymore. He can't rebound well enough. That's it. He should be a background. He should be a backup power forward. That's it. He needs to not be a center anymore. Second, I see Charlie asks, will we still be doing live streams or just videos? There'll still be live streams, Charlie, for right now.
All live streams.
Yep.
So yeah. Charlie, that's it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, all live streams, man. We definitely still doing live streams. So let's see. I guess not sure when we'll be back again, guys. But just like I said, if you hit that notification bell, y'all don't know when we drop. You follow our socials, we'll let you know when we're about to drop another video. We're gonna probably do a video here pretty soon, just kind of giving the overall recap of the season and kind of our thoughts and what we think, how we think the Mavs did, and what we think they're gonna do moving forward. So y'all look for that to be our next video here in the next few days. We need some time off, y'all. We definitely need some time off spent with the ladies, because I know it's been a long season for them too. So to finally kind of get some time off, man, I know they're gonna be much appreciated for that. I know mine is. But yeah, we will be back though, y'all, very, very soon. We're not gonna be gone too long. It's gonna take a couple of days, kind of relax and chill with our ladies, man. So
what you want to guarantee them, Ro? At least like 2 a week?
Yeah, we can probably give y'all 2 a week, man.
At least 2 a week, yeah.
At least 2 a week, maybe 3. We feeling good, but yeah, 2 for sure. So we'll let y'all guys know. Like I said, just hit the notification bell, follow our socials, and y'all will be the first to know.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, man. Look, y'all, it was a great season for the Mavericks. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Y'all are the ones who make the show. We not making that up, y'all. Y'all the ones who make the show. Absolutely. Also, guys, we're getting ready to start our Patreon here pretty soon, so we'll let y'all know about that too. If you guys want to join our Patreon support team, we're here. So we definitely appreciate y'all if you help us with that too. With all that being said, guys, it is your boy Real. I got my boy King. We definitely appreciate y'all this year. Go Mavs. It's gonna always be Go Mavs. We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. We will see y'all again here very, very soon, guys. I promise you. King, can we get a perfect sign off tonight, man?
Let's go, Sons and Foe.
Sons and Foe. Here we go.